Hello, good morning. Myself Anuj Jaiswal. Today I am discuss about knowledge and curriculum B.Ed second year. This question is most important for CRSU and MDU Haryana Rohtak. Let's see question. Focus on the contribution of the teachers in assimilation and dissemination of information and knowledge. Or what is the contribution of teachers in assimilation and dissemination of information and knowledge? Answer. Assimilation and dissemination of information and knowledge. Assimilation is a cognitive process that manages how we take new information and incorporate that new information into our existing knowledge. This concept was developed by Jean Piaget, a Swiss developmental psychologist who is best known for his theory of cognitive development in children. For example, when a young child learns the word dog for the family pet, he eventually begins to identify every similar looking canine as a dog. The child has extended his learning or assimilated the concept of dog to include all similar four-footed friends. Assimilation of knowledge occurs when a learner encounters a new idea and must fit that idea into what they already know. The teacher functions as an independent variable in order to influence a student's achievements. Teacher effectiveness appeared to be associated strongly with the following clusters. First, student initiated behaviors. Second, whole class instruction. Third, general clarity of instruction. Fourth, availability of information as needed. Fifth, a non-evaluative and relaxed learning environment which is task focused. Sixth, higher achievement expectations. And seventh, classrooms that is relatively free from major behavioral disorders. More successful teachers represent difference between addition and subtraction of problems on the basis of the action in the problem and the location of the unknown. They organized their knowledge on the basis of the level of the children's understanding of the problem in context. Even though some researchers have concluded that textbooks determine the content addresses in classrooms, others provide evidence to challenge that assertion. Research suggests that teachers are gatekeepers who make their own decisions about which part of a textbook to use and which ways to use them, and such decisions may not necessarily lead to close adherence to the textbook material. Paradigms of knowledge construction. There are different paradigms of knowledge. The impact of these paradigms on teaching and learning in the classroom can be understood by following points. First foremost, transmission of knowledge. This is a traditional view of education that some student may remember from their own school days, they emphasize, is given by basic and essential skills, but social skills are not given emphasis. The focus is on logical, objective, and abstract learning. Examples of this approach include: first, multiplication tables learned by rote, and second example, learning the names of the capital cities of the world without having any real knowledge and understanding of the wider significance of this knowledge. Second, construction of knowledge. This approach draws out knowledge and understanding. The learner is supported in actively constructing his or her store of knowledge through activities such as discovery, learning, and open-ended questioning. This type of learning is often based on everyday experience and is a social experience using people around the learner to make connections and to gain new insights. Examples of this approach are as follows. First, formative assessment. Feedback helps learners to see what they can do differently next time. Second, research. Children and young people identify what they need to know and find sources to extend their knowledge. Third, investigative activities. Investigations are designed to enable young people to find their own patterns and relationships. Third, co-construction. This expands on the construction of knowledge approach but shifts the focus from the individual to collaboration with others. In building knowledge, learners work together to investigate, analyze, interpret, and recognize their knowledge. They need to become adept at reflecting on their learning and its application in areas of their lives. This approach takes account of the emotional aspects of learning, the dynamics of learning with others, the significance of the context, and the purposes and effects and outcomes of learning. Following are the examples of this approach. First, problem solving in groups, and second, dialogue among learners and between the teacher and learners that focuses on learning. Role of teachers in knowledge construction. In the constructivist classroom, the teacher's role is to prompt and facilitate discussion. Thus, the teacher's main focus should be on guiding students by asking questions that will lead them to develop their own conclusion on the subject. Parker J. Palmer, 1997, suggests that good teachers join self, subject, and students in the fabric of life because they teach from an integral and undivided self. They manifest in their own lives and evoke in their students a capacity for connectedness. David Johnson identified three major roles for facilitators to support students in constructivist learning environments. First, modeling. generation describes modeling as the most commonly used instructional strategy in constructivist learning environments. Two types of modeling exist, either behavioral modeling of the overt performance and cognitive modeling of the convert cognitive process. Behavioral modeling in constructivist learning environments demonstrates how to perform the activities identified in the activities structure. Cognitive modeling articulates the reasoning, reflection in action that learners should use while engaged in the activity. Second, coaching. The role of coach is complex and inexact. She acknowledges that a good coach motivates learners, analyzes their performance, provides feedback and advice on the performance, and how to learn about how to perform, and provokes reflection and articulation of what was learned. Moreover, she posits that coaching may be solicited by the learner, or coaching may be unsolicited when the coach observes the performance and provides encouragement, diagnosis, directions, and feedback. Coaching naturally and necessarily involves responses that are situated in the learner is task performance. Third point, scaffolding. It is a more systemic approach to supporting the learner, focusing on the task, the environment, the teacher, and the learner. Scaffolding provides temporary frameworks to support learning and student is performance beyond their capacities. The concept of scaffolding represents any kind of support for cognitive activity that is provided by an adult when the child and adult are performing the task together. This question is most important for second year B.Ed, MDU and CRSU, Rohtak, Haryana. Thank you for watching this video.